What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to City Skylines. Now sadly, I somehow again, I don't know what it is about City Skylines, managed to record an episode without pressing record. It's very frustrating, but it happened. I think it's because I dealt with an issue before I started the last episode. Then I just sort of rolled into it and started recording without even turning it on like an idiot. It's on now, the green light is there, so you should see this episode. But our city's coming along well. I didn't make too many changes in that 15-minute period. I just fixed some problems down here in the oil industry, and I did some traffic stuff with some more services. I paid off one of the loans, but apart from that it's mostly fine. We're still struggling from a lack of shoppers, but yeah, and also zoned some low density residential here. Sorry, it looks really bad when I'm not zoomed in now, just because there's some residential demand and yet no one was building over here, which I think might be down to the type of homes. You have to have like an electric car and things as well. There's loads of them here as well. It's quite impressive. The Edison Model W, almost every single car, or Edison Model 5. Yeah, there's a few different types of electric car, but people do actually, they are following it. That guy, I thought that person was on a hoverboard, but no, that is just a dog. But yeah, this area, the sustainable area, I imagine is not for everyone, so it's not gonna, it can't be the only source to fill our residential demand. But you see, there's now plenty of traffic in and out of this area. And there's plenty of office space as well, and all the buildings seem to be getting upgraded. I'm seeing a lot of bright coloured buildings emerge. You can see this yellow one here. There's a few green ones just have been randomly popping up over here in yellow. I don't know, maybe our town's just discovered paint or something and is going a bit overboard, or maybe the office type or commercial type's leveled up. I don't know, but for some reason all the buildings are bright coloured. As long as we don't get like some neon skyscraper that ruins this nice blue and grey sort of look, because that could be frustrating. Also, I'm pretty sure this solar plant would no longer be making power because there is a load of skyscrapers in the way, but it seems to be doing just fine, so that's okay. There's a lot of abandoned buildings here. I think that was always the bubble was going to burst. They built skyscrapers and then employed like 9 people. I don't know what they thought was going to happen, but I mean, I thought that was pretty clearly going to be the result. There's a lot of issues. The traffic is it's nowhere near as bad as it was. There's some areas where it's still bad, but I think I'm just looking at them less. There's this area, this is pretty bad. There's so much cargo trains. It's crazy, and the other cargo place is hardly ever used, which is kind of frustrating, but it does get used occasionally. I don't know if maybe the trains have to come in the other direction. It does occasionally see some use, but yeah, everywhere just seems really full. Everywhere I built, like this area on the other side of the river, on the same side as the river, sorry, but on the other side of the highway, it just looks really busy. I mean, it took a while. Obviously, I remember when it was empty and we were just letting it slowly fill up. But now it's full of people. It's full of life. There's things going on. There's people living here. There's more garbage not being collected. Just great. How are these houses looking? They're all very posh. They used to be like little trailers and everything, and now they're all... I think you could class all of these as mansions, or at least villas. I feel like we have definitely gentrified our town too much with our high education. We should have kept some areas that were maybe not as nice and busy. Even this area, which was the initial like poverty area, these buildings are starting to level up, look a lot nicer than just sort of grey apartment blocks. Seems to have improved a lot. Where are all these trucks? Oh, this is the big green thing. Oh yeah, we've been having some fires. I have now built a fire station and a police and a medical one. I don't know if people are stealing trees, probably not, so maybe the police wasn't necessary, but health, I thought, someone might chop their arm off or something in the trees. I know, I didn't mean to. I meant to put fire and I put health, and I built them all anyway in the end. But there is a firehouse here to hopefully prevent some forest fires. Seems to be one over there though. Well, I fixed the traffic, I thought, up here somewhere, because it was getting bad. I fixed it. I figured that if you make the exit roads only sort of one way, not one way, but like a couple of lanes, and not the big ones, they don't have to stop as much. Like they can just flow better. I don't know why it is. It's like a slip road instead of just a giant junction. Although to be honest, now there's so many trucks going into the ore industry place, it's gotten a whole lot worse. Can always there's always the ways to like redo the path. So the first thing we could do is, okay, so here's a good idea. So well, I don't know if it's a good idea. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go and push this further back so the ore trucks have to go the whole way around, which is obviously annoying for the ore trucks, but instead of them taking this shortcut, they'll go the whole way around, so that's half the traffic going on the shortcut. And then the same thing to this, not so important, but I'm going to just stretch this out a little bit so that it goes, can I get rid of those rocks? Yeah, it goes beyond the bridge so that then there's less traffic on the bridge. Force the ore trucks back into the town again. So that might work, I don't know. Just sort of forcing them to almost take different routes could be useful. Now these ore trucks have already committed, they've got to go the whole way around, but most of the trucks that want to go up here will now have to go the full way around instead. But this area is generally very busy. I don't know why I thought a big one-way system would be good. It would be a great road for a toll road, but there's no like easy alternate route, if that I don't really know. I can't force people to use a toll road, that's not very fair. So that is a bit of an issue, but it is getting there, and it does look like it is flowing genuinely okay. There's so many trucks though. See, as the forestry, it was busy beforehand just from the trains, if we all remember, and when they were queuing on the bridge. So it is becoming a bit of a nightmare. But hopefully if we keep ticking up towards, I think it's 80,000, then we will eventually be able to finally grab this square, and maybe I can do something then, open it up a bit more. I mean, we could even put a road like here to connect the ore trucks, just to keep them off this main road. In fact, I think that's probably a better idea at this point. Just connect the ore trucks completely separately, like from down here. There you go. Sorry all the ore trucks that have, again, based on the timing, the ones that I made go all the way around the first time have probably now got to go all the way around again. I apologise. But when they do get round, now they've got this road, it just keeps them like off this part here. I think they already used this bit as a shortcut. It looks very weird, but there is multiple routes now, there's different ways. But there's big queues building up regardless. I mean, what can we do? I mean, the fact that they can't use 6 lanes properly is frustrating enough. So whatever. That point can't be helped. But yeah, the ore trucks all come down here. And that's police car. But yeah, that seems a lot. It just keeps them out of the way, out of this long queue that was already building up. It's just like, the more we can keep out of this queue, the better. Now it's just the forest trucks. A lot of confused ore trucks that are going to completely, I don't even know where this is going, importing ore. Where are you going? Like, if you just had bad luck, I feel like it's just going to go the whole way around again. Yep, the fact he's gone this way suggests that's the case. There's so many ore trucks who are just lost. Sure, they'll figure it out eventually, not be stuck in this endless loop. Do feel bad if they were. Are you going to... Yep, yeah, they're just probably going to go the whole way around in a loop now. Some of them have still turned this way and are still not realising their mistake. If this guy does it, I'm going to be very frustrated. I have faith in you. I don't know how long it takes for the AI to like process that there's a new route needed. Like this guy, he's still an idiot. He don't know where he's going. But this one knows, whoa, there is so much traffic coming up here. Yeah, these new industries are very popular. Oh my goodness, when you zoom out, it looks so bad. There's so many trucks. This area, I guess I should have seen this coming. This road was already like the busiest road we had now, apart from the one in the middle. That's a bit weird. And some of the ones over the river are quite bad down here. Down in the set, like around here, there's a complete like standstill. I'm just ignoring it. But yeah, this road was already super busy, so I don't know why I thought connecting like a big ore industry full of trucks, which is getting even bigger and more full, would help. Or definitely not why putting a load of forestry businesses, because forest, logging trucks are really the fastest trucks on the road. They're definitely not slow and huge and taking up so much space. Look at them all go. It's just hundreds and hundreds of lorries. Oh, there's a plane. I missed it. We missed a couple, but some have gone. And there's 44 passengers, which is good, because all the ones leaving have 0 people. So at least this one has brought some people in to the airport. I want to see, do they leave? Do they just... Oh, there is actually people here. That's a first. There's a car here. I haven't seen a car here before. It is a clown car, so I don't know how much I'm going to... A new buggy. Technician at the airport. Oh, they work here. Hopefully we see the people who just got off that plane, leave, come and become part of our population. But yeah, we do have an oil industry, and it is actually growing. There's not enough oil for the oil power plant. I don't get what's going on. And apparently there's crime here. Seriously, guys, who is robbing oil power plants? Like, what are you doing? There you go, have a police station. But yeah, there is an oil industry, so we are creating new jobs still, which is the first. It took a while to get that jobs level up, but the available jobs is climbing. It's higher than ever, even after we had our two little dips. It's a new high, 30,000, well above the 23,000 previous peak. Now, employment percentage though is sadly sort of staying the same. I don't know if that's because there's more old people, because we've been playing the game for 11 in-game years. You know, a lot of people are retired. Or not, no, that wouldn't help, but maybe, I don't know what the percentage is of. If it's of people that can work, that's annoying. If it's not, if it's just of all people, then that's fine. Because 30,000, that means there's about 40,000 not working. I guess if you put that like 20,000 at school, or just kids and younger people, maybe 20,000 elderly. No, I feel like it's more like 10,000 maybe at school. I think the students number, we can actually check. Students is sort of, at the moment it's around 13,000, so then I'd say there's probably like another 13,000 elderly people. That's hazard a guess, maybe more actually, maybe 25% elderly people of that, and then the rest are probably unemployed, but maybe like happy unemployed people, you know. I don't know, maybe we're paying them some sort of benefit, you know. They're happy, they don't want a job, they're just happy chilling. I don't know. I mean, no one seems to be spending any money because commercial has not had any demand for a long... Our population has doubled, I think, since we last had to really zone commercial. I rezoned this area from high density to local produce, and I've added like some leisure and tourism areas. Oh my goodness, this industry is just being ravaged. They are not having a good time at all. It's just, I don't get who buys their product. That's the problem. I mean, there's less industry than ever, but there's been no commercial zoning, but it's... Oh no, our first hotel ever's gone out of business. Oh no, it's the second. The original resort is still doing well. 2 over-educated workers, that's fine. It's whatever. Wait, 12 out of 12. Oh yeah, they have oh wait, you have I mean, I wouldn't call that over-educated, because you haven't filled the well-educated jobs. Like, I'd call that bad hiring, not a lack of educated people. There was an issue crossing in this crossing as well, but again, I tried the one exit sort of policy, and look, I mean, it's in a very dangerous place. I'd never do this in real life, but instead of all these cars having to stop now, it's just the right hand lane, and it keeps flowing. There's actually a person. Oh no, that must be a motorbike, and that is a purple dot. Like, that is the level of graphics we're dealing with here. Personal electric transport ride. God knows what that is. But yeah, it flows a lot better where it's just a couple of lanes, because it only affects this lane, whereas when it was the full cars that were entering up here, the whole traffic had to stop, and it was just a nightmare. So yeah, we've cleared that up. It sort of built up without me noticing, but there was just a huge queue emerged out of nowhere. Right, how are we doing? Healthcare, still massive heal capacity compared to people that are sick. The average health is very high. Death care cemetery usage is climbing. We've buried about 9,000 people, but there's plenty of crematorium capacity. Average child health in particular is pretty good, and elder care is pretty good with a 78-year lifespan. I mean, no one's lived... It's 2031. We've been playing the game for about 10 years in game time, so that's not very long. Average health of older people is 76%. That's not that bad. Like 3 in 4 people sort of living to around 78 is not too bad, I don't think. There is some big traffic down this road. I'm not really sure why some of these roads are getting busier. It's not like I've added anything here. Elder care, visitors last week 21. Are you serious? There's only 31 users in the whole city. There's like 3 of these, and they're very expensive, but it's fine. We're still making our $12,000 every month in different sources of revenue, which was another thing I broke down in the second deleted episode. Or not deleted, it never even existed in the first place, so it couldn't have been deleted. So many trucks. I mean, it's a good sign that there's a lot of trucks, so I'm going to go with that, because it's creating jobs, and hopefully one day will lead to more residential and commercial, hopefully one day. But I don't know about that. We've not just had any commercial at all. Maybe we have too much commercial, but then there's not enough buyers for... I'm still dezoning this area slowly, but I don't want to have none left. I mean, there's still new factories opening, so as gross as it looks, if we just bulldoze some of these, I think we'll see some replacements pop up pretty quickly. If we just, you know, clear some of the land, it can be quite appealing. Encourage people in, just makes it look not as bad. But yeah, I mean, it's not super bad. It's not like crippling our town or anything. It is just it's a constant cycle of glue. But we have hit 70,000 people, so it's creeping up. See, we sort of slowed massively at 60,000, so to be, yeah, here's where we sort of slowed at 58,000. So to manage to find a way to get it ticking up again quite nicely, and it seems to be going up faster. Like here it went flat a bit and then it's gone up quicker again. So maybe we can go into another almost vertical part, although there's a lot of issues that come when it goes vertical. Hardly prepared for that, but we do seem a lot better off now. Things seem good. We actually have so much, like there's so much buildings and stuff. If you really zoom out, you can see all of this area. It's very congested. The office area here with the tech cluster, everything. You got the airport more spaced out. You now have oil. I don't know how many trucks even come to this place. It looks very empty by comparison. Like the ore truck, that's got a long way to go. But yeah, these trucks do not seem to be, it's nowhere near as busy. I guess it's nothing to do with us either. Highway, oh, plane bringing in 66 passengers. Yeah, I think the population's starting to pick up again, which is great. Even the industry, that's rare, very rare. We see demand. There's low demand, but still, it's the sign. We're getting somewhere. People want to move in again. This area filled up pretty quickly with low density residential. That's great. That's what I thought would happen, because I thought not everyone would want to move into this sort of more posh, eco-sustainable area. Maybe it's expensive to have an electric car. So yeah, I mean, we built that little area of low dense regular houses, no real policies affecting them, and they seem to be going up, enticing new people in. But that'll be it for this episode. Hopefully the video is recorded, the light is on, so I would hope so this time. But thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Menu